Ross, that's the issue, isn't it? You never do anything.
Nope, that's not what I said. Don't just say that on the microphone when it starts recording and act as if that's what we were talking about.
That is what we were talking
Nope.
about. You never do anything.
Nope. Welcome back to Who Is with Ross Oteri. My name is Ross Oteri. This is Maydha's student. She's trying to set me up.
Oh my god, with who?
No, you're trying.
Do you want to know?
What?
Yeah, I'm asking myself who
Nee-Doh,
I'm trying to set
Nee-Doh,
you up
nee,
with.
nee, nee, nee.
Why is it called
Nee-Doh,
Nee-Doh?
Nee-Doh, nee, 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 nee.
Why is it called
Put it on your
Nee-Doh?
knee. Put it on your foot. Fuck.
Please stop.
Nee-Doh, Nee-Doh, nee, 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 nee. Nee-Doh, Nee-Doh. I got dough.
Wow.
Who got the dough? We got the dough.
That's so
Nee-Doh,
loud. That's so
Nee-Doh.
loud. That's so loud.
I could be a salesman of products, I think. I think that'd be fantastic. Give me a product, I'll make a jingle.
I will not. I actually want to talk about 2016.
Oh, sure. I can do that one for 2016. 2016, the year of love. Okay, what up?
Why is it that... Wait, I actually have no memory. I actually don't remember high school. No timeline. It's all just like one blurry mess.
Mm-hmm.
Middle school, high school.
Blackouts after
It's all...
blackouts.
Whoa.
I get it.
That's not true.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on. Yeah, Ross, you never do anything. That's the issue, isn't it?
Why? I was here playing with my Nee-Doh.
That's the issue, isn't it? Why are you so distracted all the time? Like, you're
Nee-Doh.
not even paying attention.
Probably undiagnosed with something.
I can diagnose you right now.
Diagnose me then.
You're diagnosed?
Diagnose me. You
Oh.
said you can diagnose me right now.
I don't think you want this on the internet. There we go. That's the diagnosis. That was the diagnostic test. Oh my god. Please stop. Please
listen to this,
stop.
listen to
Please
to
stop.
this, listen to
This
this.
is the worst thing you could have done on a podcast.
If you're an audio only person, go on YouTube, go on Spotify, to watch me play with Nee-Doh.
No, please.
This is what it sounds like.
I'm confiscating.
Wait,
Stop.
wait,
Fuck you.
wait.
Stop. Ugh.
She stole my Nee-Doh.
Now we can finally get down to business. Let's talk about 2016. Why is it back?
It's a 10-year anniversary of 2016.
But last year was a 10-year anniversary of 2025. 2015, nobody cared.
Yeah, because 2015 it wasn't a good year. It wasn't like a spectacular year.
But 2016 was? What
Yeah.
even happened in 2016?
You had the Captain America Civil War. Oh, what else did you have? Well, you had first off the slaying of an innocent ape, and rest in peace Harambe. Harambe. I still got my dick out to this day. Dick's out for Harambe. You had like the Gen Z meme renaissance essentially. That's what 2016 really represents. You also had like 2016 summer, which was like the SoundCloud summer. You know, you had XXXTentacion. You had Ski Master Slump God. Like these guys are kind of going into late next year, 2017. Honestly.
This is what I had in 2016. Tumblr.
Yeah, and then you had the Tumblr explosion.
I love Tumblr.
Yeah, you had Twitter
And we
explosion
had
in 2016.
Wattpad.
Yeah, like
Because
the
I used to
2016 was a
read.
fantastic year. Fantastic year.
I actually am an award-winning Wattpad writer.
I wouldn't tell
It's
anybody
really
else that.
embarrassing. Yeah. It is what it is, though.
Look who's playing with the Nee-Doh now.
Yeah, I can play because I am not like distracting.
Pass the Nee-Doh.
No, I'm not.
Share.
No. It interferes with your ability to do work.
What are you talking about? Nee-Doh?
Just anything that could
Nee-Doh
distract you.
is the greatest product of all time. It does not
I
interfere.
have never seen Nee-Doh until today. I did not know what this was.
What did you think it was?
I thought it was a stress ball, but it's like weirder.
You need it. It's tough enough to need.
Need? Oh.
Exactly. It's Nee-Doh, Nee-Doh, Nee-Doh.
Okay. Anyway, you know what I liked about 2016?
What?
Individuality. I think we should bring back individuality, and everyone can just wear whatever, dress up. Well,
I'm confused. Why do you think we had individuality in 2016? It was not. We had skinny jeans. We had
but like everyone still had
the
some form of
swag
creative
aesthetic.
expression. I'm thinking of makeup.
Okay.
I'm thinking of like colorful eyeshadow, no
That was not
clean girl
2016.
makeup inside. No, Ross, it so was. It was like 2016 to 2018, 2018. I think that's a golden era for like creative expression through makeup. And I think we need to bring that back.
Sure. I mean, you can start.
I did.
Is that why you have blue
I've
eyeshadow on right now?
I actually don't have blue eyeshadow on, but I do have
Good
eyeliner
improv.
on.
We have what on?
Nothing.
You have what on?
What makeup products do you know?
I know mascara. I
Yep.
know the coverage thing. What do you call it? That starts with a C. You put it on the face.
What do you do with it?
It like
Would you say you conceal?
yeah, that's right, the concealer. And then you have like your base, your setting powder, and then you have your finishing powder.
You're boring
Um,
me.
and then you have
Who would
did
have
I
thought
say
you could make
mascara?
makeup boring?
Lipstick. You have lipstick. You have lip gloss. You have lip plumper. Plumper.
Plumper.
Sorry.
Plumper.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Your lips blow up. Yeah.
That's actually how the Kardashians got their lips. Kylie Jenner.
That's right. It was a guy with a, a bicycle pump.
Yeah, every morning they wake up and then they have like a specific person to actually pump in their lips. Like just imagine Timothy Chalamet pumping Kylie Jenner's lips.
You have highlights. You have a
Yeah.
highlight. You have
I fear this is not a riveting
a
conversation.
curling. You have a curling eye. Not a curling iron, but you have the eyelash curler, right?
Yeah.
And then you have the eyebrow brush, right? Right? Am I right or am I
Yeah.
wrong? Then
Sorry, I was just like falling asleep a little
then you
bit.
have tweezers, right? I would include that in the general, And then
I
you have a
guess you
dermal
can.
planer, you know. And then if you're really fancy, you have a face vibrator.
What?
Yes.
I
Yes.
don't.
You don't even know what a face vibrator is? You
I
got to
don't
get on the
know.
face vibrator. Um,
But I'm not fancy. I'm not really fancy.
you also had that song, I'm so fancy.
Yes!
You
Oh my god,
already
music peak.
know. Yep.
Listen, Pitbull could save the world right now,
Dale,
potentially.
mami.
If Pitbull produced one good
Mr.
album
Worldwide.
with club bangers, I think
Woo!
that will save the world.
Meet me at the hotel room. Yes. Yeah. Pitbull's still putting out great music, though.
I don't know how great it is. Every single song is about Miami.
Welcome to Miami. You had, yeah, it was like every single sphere of society was like peaking, and then Donald Trump was elected.
Yay!
We could have
Yesterday
had Bernie
I heard
in
that he's
2016.
gonna die. What?
He's gonna die?
In 3 months.
What? Who said that?
TikTok.
Ah, gotcha. We should probably introduce our guest, shouldn't we?
I feel like every single week we just get like more and more ADHD.
That's fine. That's fine.
I don't think that's a criticism. I think that is a compliment.
that was you making me bored. All right. But this next person doesn't make me bored. This next person's actually incredibly funny and talented, and plays Gabby on Suburban, which if you
Out
haven't
now.
seen, it's out now.
New episodes every
Monday and Thursday, I think. We'll see.
every week.
Welcome to the show, Isabel Shiller.
Ross, catch.
Nee-Doh, Nee-Doh, she tried to kill me with Nee-Doh. Isabel, welcome. Isabel Shiller, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
We always start the show talking about The Incredibles, actually.
Right.
And how Mr. Incredible's training montage is an allegory for him cheating on his wife.
Right.
And
Scholars agree on this. Yeah.
And with the question, who are you?
And now I answer?
Mhm.
Okay.
You don't have to. Typically, people do.
Typically people answer.
Yeah.
Who am I? My name is Isabel Madeline Layla Shiller. I'm 23 years old. I'm a Capricorn. I am a student of creative writing here at the University of British Columbia. I am pursuing a career in stand-up comedy. I looked at the camera as I said that, in case anyone wants to book me. And what's another good thing that really encapsulates who I am?
Aren't you Jewish?
I'm Jewish.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
So you're Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Yes, I haven't watched all of Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. I'm only like somewhere in season 1, but it's pretty real.
You get it. You get the
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah. I'm Marvelous Mrs. Maisel if she was bisexual and had bad hygiene. She has really good hygiene in that show. I have bad hygiene.
She's constantly showering.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I was gonna... Never mind.
No, go for it.
I was gonna make a specific reference to my bad hygiene, but I actually think it's like a bad thing to have recorded.
Mm-hmm.
I have average hygiene.
What makes good hygiene and what versus average?
I mean, changing your underwear every day.
Mm.
I have the temptation to be so gross right now.
Go
like
for it.
I want to like get really gross about the specifics of my bad hygiene, but I'm not going to. The audience can use their imagination to fill in what specifically makes me a person of bad hygiene.
I also love how you've been gymming the. Wow, I can't speak.
Oh my god.
You've been gymming the camera the whole time too.
Well, I don't know where else to look. I don't want to look at either of you.
You don't want to look me in the eyes while talking about
Sorry,
changing
I'm
underwear?
sorry. I don't know how to be on a podcast. I've never done this before.
That's okay. Me neither. Wow, you dropped a lot of information on us. We can start with, I guess, stand-up comedy.
Yes.
Because I'm sure a lot of people in your life, if they had to put a label on you, would you say that's like the one?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope that comes up more than bad hygiene.
Mm-hmm.
But
Wait, bad? I thought it was average.
it's average.
Okay.
It's average. Yeah. I mean, I've only been doing stand-up comedy for, like, seriously for a year.
Mhm.
But I performed stand-up comedy for the first time when I was 15 years old as part of a assignment in high school drama class. And I crushed that class showcase, okay? Everyone's parents wanted to adopt me. Everyone's siblings wanted to bang. Never mind.
Bang you?
Don't worry.
Bang 15-year-old you?
Yeah, people's siblings who were age appropriate. It was a class showcase.
Okay.
People bring their families. And then I made my dad take me to an open mic night because I was like, my comedy career starts today. And it was like I was there with my dad, and it was all like people in their 30s talking about doing anal, and because that's what people talk about in stand-up.
Or just in your 30s in general.
I mean
all people talk
that's
about.
going to be my material by the time I hit my 30s. I only have so many years left of making it about being a crazy 20-something. But yeah, and also I remember being like, this is the scene. These are my contemporaries. And the conversation I was eavesdropping on in the waiting, like in the little bar area before we all went into the room, was these guys arguing about whether or not Green Day sucks. And it was getting really heated. And one of them was like, you're fucking crazy, man. Like, Green Day rules. And the other one was like, Green Day fucking sucks, man. And then there was like a peacekeeper guy of the group who was like, guys, like, why are we arguing about whether or not Green Day sucks when we could all just be agreeing over the fact that, like, Lana Del Rey fucking sucks. And that's when I was like, I have to quit this until I have a better constitution, because 15-year-old me couldn't handle a bunch of college-age guys talking about how Lana Del Rey sucks. And then I quit until I was 22. 21? 22.
What made you want to like go back when you were like 21, 22?
Well, I performed at Vancouver Story Slam. Amazing show. Shout out Susan and Brian who run it. Yeah, like the first friends I met when I moved to Vancouver were monthly attenders of Vancouver Story Slam, which is like a storytelling competition. And I signed up and I did a story that became my first ever stand-up bit about how my 18th birthday was the January 6th Capitol insurrection and how I was high on mushrooms when I found out about it. And then I was like, that was so fun. I want to keep making people laugh on stage. And so I started doing open mics.
Um, can you take me into to your process a little bit? From like conceiving of an idea, writing it if you write, then going on stage, and then the process of molding it slowly over time.
Uh, Almost all of my writing happens in the Notes app. Do a
Mhm.
love the Notes app. Shout out the Apple Notes app. Um, yeah, I literally just have like a note that's like the seed of every idea that I initially titled standalone jokes because it started off as just like one-liners basically, and now I have some like longer things, and then I will develop some of them into longer. Like sometimes I'm like, oh, I need to like write this out as I would say it on stage, and sometimes I'm like, let me just bullet point this down, and then yeah, God, this is the first time I've had to actually think about like what is my process. I kind of just run with it, but um, yeah, sometimes I try to go to mics where I either feel that there's less judgment slash will be more of a crowd, so that I can really gauge whether or not something works. Because if there's like four people in the audience, sometimes either like they laugh, but it's just they're laughing because they're uncomfortable, or they don't laugh and they're not laughing because no one else is laughing. Um, but yeah, sometimes I try to like rattle something off as I wrote it down. Sometimes I just try it as I hear it in my head. I don't know. I do think that performing stand up and trying to write jokes has made me feel connected to a higher power, because I feel like I'm very connected to my sense of what I think is funny, and I'm very connected to my own sense of humor, and that makes me feel connected to something higher.
Can you explain that idea a little bit more?
um, I just like, damn, I didn't know I was going to be getting into this, but I think comedians talk a lot about like you have to work something out on stage to figure out if it has legs or not. And that's definitely true in a lot of cases, but sometimes I write jokes where I really know that it is something that I find funny, and it's something that's connected to this like you know, to the form of humor that exists within me. And sometimes I kind of deep down know that I'm just writing something for the sake of writing a joke.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, there's something spiritual about like being connected to something that actually feels properly funny in a sense that's bigger than me, that is like so rewarding.
Is that what you describe? Is it connecting to what you find funny within you, broader than your sense of humor, but connecting to that like kind of like Geist? That like Geist is kind of like the collective unconscious, whatever you would want to call whatever your conception of like a higher power or
Yeah.
God is, right?
Yeah.
Um, Beyond what you actually find funny versus writing like a joke for a joke's sake. It's like
Yeah.
this is technically funny if you hit the consonant in this way with this breath here and timing right here,
Yeah.
it'll get a laugh in this way. Where it's like more mechanical. Is this kind of what you're describing?
I think so. And I think like the more I believe in a joke, the better I will perform it.
Mm-hmm.
And the more motivated I will be to keep working on it and keep trying to figure it out. And also, a very rewarding experience is sometimes a joke that I really believe in and I feel is connected to something properly funny, won't work for a little bit, and then I will in the end figure it out. And that rules. That
Mm-hmm.
always feels really good. There have been a couple of jokes that I've tried knowing that I think they're funny, and then being like, fuck, I'm crazy. Like this is just for me, and then I figure it out.
Yeah. You gotta find like what is actually the funny part of this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Um, yeah, it's stuff like that that's hard to explain to people that don't really do, this art of like stand-up comedy.
Yeah. I mean, I think like I don't know. I can't relate to a lot of people's, like, their spiritual connection to their art for, like, a painter or someone who writes music or whatever. But I think, like, the thing that makes me most confident in the fact that, like, comedy is something I want to do for the rest of my life is that I do have that, like, that connection to, like, real fucking, God, I'm getting so corny with this, but just, like, yeah, something that comes from something I'm so certain of and that I'm so certain I have within me. Like, I really know that I have a sense of humor that is fulfilling to me.
Yeah. How is it bridging that with like your on stage persona?
This is a good question, especially because I don't really know what my onstage persona is, and I don't think I will know that until I know who I am as a person. Like, I feel like I have a lot of figuring out of myself to do. For a long time, when I, like, over the summer maybe or in the fall, I was going through a phase where I was like, kept feeling just very awkward on stage. And so my little mantra that I would give myself before performing is, I'm a nice Jewish girl, I'm a nice Jewish girl, I'm a nice Jewish girl. Because I was like, that's a cool thing to, and then I would go on stage and be like, hi, how's everyone? And like do a really nice Jewish girl thing. And then sometimes when sometimes I would go on stage a little bit pissed off and I would have a little bit of a like, I'm a, you know,
I'm an edgy Jewish girl. I'm an edgy
yeah,
Jewish girl.
I'm a girl with bad hygiene. I'm a girl with bad hygiene. I'm a girl with bad hygiene. And so I think if I had to guess, I think my onstage persona will eventually morph into something that incorporates both of those things in an interesting way. And I think that who I am incorporates both of those things in an interesting way. I am a nice Jewish girl, and I am a girl with bad hygiene, and I can do it all. I can do both of those things at the same time.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Like, yeah, no, I think about that too a lot. Like, because it's like you can see the switch for certain people, and like especially if you know them in real life versus when they're on stage.
Yeah.
And you can see them switch into this person. And a lot of times when I'm looking at certain people, and I know like I have a handful of people in mind, I'm like, you're doing something on stage that is so close to who you are.
Yeah.
And it's like I almost want to see more of who you are, you know. But it's like for me at least, like for the persona is like a protection, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the same for you,
But also, I think my persona is a protection on stage, but I think that I can be a bit of a chameleon and a put up a front and put up walls person in real life. And so maybe putting on a mask or whatever on stage is, in a sense, it is an authentic thing to who the person I am right now is.
interesting. So essentially, it's like it's all persona essentially.
It's all persona.
Yeah.
I think I'll work on that. I don't know. Personally, I haven't actually figured out whether I do just like to perform all the time.
Yeah.
And if that is who I am, or if I should work on not doing that.
I think
I'll figure it out by the time I'm 27.
we were
30. 30 is the cutoff. Then you start talking about anal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
30.
Yeah.
I'll either get real, and the realness will be talking about anal, or the mask will be talking about anal. Until I'm 40.
I think that what you kind of hit something though with like performers just like to do that like 24/7 cuz but it's taken a different form for you where it's like like for me for example I'm someone who will be do bits and be silly like 24/7.
Can confirm.
Yeah, to the joy and to the annoyance of some. But like I think for you it's like that. Like it's almost like this performing has kind of been a part of your life. Can I ask like the nice Jewish girl like persona specifically? Like where does that come from?
I was about to be like, that's the only authentic thing. I am a nice Jewish girl. No, I don't know. I think that damn, I don't even know where to go with this one. You know, I think niceness and politeness and cheeriness is very much expected of girls. I don't know how the Jewish thing plays into that, because I feel like I can, there are a lot of my idols are, crazy, raunchy, unhygienic Jewish girls. A lot of female Jewish comedians, really big for me, really important for me. Um, maybe it's making fun of the nice Jewish girl thing a little bit. In that I will sometimes get up on stage and be like, "Hi, it's so great to be here," and then I'll talk about, you know, um,
Being disgusting.
sex in
Yeah.
silly and absurd ways.
Subverting the trope.
Yes, I think so, and I think I think that's very Sarah Silverman inspired. Is that she has a very saccharine side of her act where she'll be like, "I'm a very, very sweet Jewish girl," and then she'll just get filthy with it. And
Yeah.
she was one of my early stand-up obsessions.
Who's your Mount Rushmore right now?
Mike Birbiglia is an all-timer because he was the first, his special, My Girlfriend's Boyfriend, was the first special that I watched that I was like, I'm obsessed with this. I want to do this so badly. And also that his work really bridges stand-up and storytelling for me in a way that is so inspiring, and I want to be able to do, and I hope to get there someday. I love James Acaster. He's on my Mount Rushmore. I'm really sad that I missed his first drop for JFL Vancouver tickets. If anyone has a James Acaster JFL Vancouver ticket, they want to sell me for... Honestly, if it's $300 or less, I will pay for it. It's just that the resale ones right now are like $600. Anyways, that was an aside. Maria Bamford is on Mount Rushmore for me. Hannah Gadsby is on Mount Rushmore. I'm not really saying why these people. I'm just kind of listing them off. But yeah.
Yeah.
Who's your Mount Rushmore?
Those are some good heads.
Thank you.
Now or just as a kid or from forever?
Whatever feels.
Okay. I think Gerard Carmichael.
Oh my God.
Especially his
Have you watched Reality Show?
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
so good.
It's incredible. Yeah, his style has influenced me a lot.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And he was one of the earlier comics that I was aware of.
Yeah.
Same thing with Godfrey. I'll put Godfrey on there for respect reasons,
Love.
just because he was the first one who I actually saw clips of when I was 7 or 8 years old.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. And then, I would put Paul Mooney on there, especially when I first started. It was I want to do what Paul Mooney does.
Okay, I'm gonna look him up.
He wrote for Richard Pryor.
Cool.
Yeah. And then, okay, this is gonna be funny.
Uh-huh.
His first 3 specials, Kevin Hart.
Cool.
Her first 3 specials are some of the greatest ever.
Okay, real.
Genuinely.
I've never watched his a full Kevin Hart special. I should.
Yeah.
Every single joke I see about Kevin Hart is just oh my God, Kevin Hart is so short.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was his entire thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it basically is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But now he's strong.
Hell
So no
yeah.
one says anything. Can I ask you a little bit about the Jewish thing?
Please.
Because I've been to one of your story slams and you talked about a Jewish summer camp.
I did that. I'm quite proud of that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I feel like some of your influences have been Jewish women's particularly too. What influence do you think that has on the stuff that you do?
Well, actually, one thing I should definitely say is that my biggest Jewish woman comedian idol is my mother, Carolyn Silver. She's the funniest Jewish woman in the world. And, yeah, I mean, I think maybe, and this is a theory that I'm putting forward for some of the big Jewish comedian women who have inspired me, is that because of, I think being Jewish in a broader sense allows Jewish women to let themselves off the hook a little bit in terms of like perfect femininity, because there's already there's already anti-Semitic cartoons of like, you're never gonna be a perfect sexy white woman. So, um, super freeing in a sense, that I can take that and play up my girlness a little bit, but then go into talking about my pussy in nasty ways. And I think I've seen some Jewish women face that by like clutching onto their femininity so hard and doing everything they can to conform to traditional femininity because it's like at risk. But I also knew I was queer from a very young age, so that's also a thing of like I don't have to, I can get away with not being super feminine. Yeah, I mean, we're also just we're a funny people. There's so many funny Jews. You idolize Larry David.
Yeah.
He's a big idol for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's maybe the most Jewish person in the world.
Yeah. Yeah. He's the poster child.
Yeah.
Mascot,
God, I love him.
if you will. I was even gonna bring up Larry tangentially because I feel like what you're just kind of describing of that like that type of Jewish woman is almost Susie Green.
Yeah.
Her enthusiasm.
Yeah, and I love her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I love her so much.
Like there's a feminine aspect to her, but like it's not in the prototypical, like compared to Cheryl especially.
Yeah.
Who's Larry's wife in the show.
Uh-huh.
But yeah.
Well, Broad City was very influential for me in terms of Jewish women being like carving out completely their own type of womanhood, and their like and just being super fucking funny and cool and singular, and their oftentimes bad hygiene and non-conformity to traditional femininity is what makes them cool and funny and interesting and singular, and also they're still very desirable. Also, Lena Dunham's half Jewish. I'll put her in I'll cite her as not traditionally feminine Jewish woman who still fucks and is cool and is presented as desirable in her own unique way.
Yeah. Why'd you make that face?
I don't know. I just for a second I was like, whoa, we got way off the topic of, I don't know, stand-up comedy.
No, that's perfect.
Yeah.
This is Who Is with Ross Oteri.
Yeah.
We're learning about you,
Yes.
Shiller. Bada bing, that hat. You wear it everywhere. No, I'm just kidding.
I do. I wear it all the time.
Yeah.
I'm kind of a poser. I've only watched like season 1 and then a little bit into season 2 of The Sopranos. But I still call it The Sopranos to be like...
Is that a Sopranos hat?
Yeah, this is the strip club they go to in The Sopranos. Bada bing. The Bing.
Of course.
The Bing. Yeah.
Of course.
One of my favorite scenes in the whole show is Tony having a panic attack in the strip club and all of the strippers coming over and being like, "What's wrong, Tony? Everything okay, Tony?" It's great.
Yeah. Good ending too.
Yeah.
God. Well, you've spoken to me like off camera, I guess, about you want to write for TV, specifically children's TV.
Yeah.
I've never actually asked you this properly, but why children's TV specifically?
Well, basically because we produce a lot of kids TV in Canada. We write a lot of kids TV in Canada. Oh my God, super contemporary example of cool Jewish woman comedian. Robbie Hoffman started her TV writing career writing for The Odd Squad, Canadian television show. I was going to say CBC, but I don't know where it was produced on. And yeah, so it initially started as like, I know I want to work for TV, being told anecdotally that a lot of kids TV gets produced in Canada. And also I do like kids, and one of my potential, I was going to say backup plans, but it would just be like doing stand-up and doing something else because I have to do stand-up forever, would be being a preschool teacher. I kind of want to be a preschool teacher, but I got to figure that out. I'm only 23.
Yeah.
But for a while I was like, maybe I'll be a preschool teacher and then try to break into writing for kids TV. But then I was like, maybe I'll try to write for kids TV and then be a preschool teacher. I love kids.
Yeah. Kids are cool.
Very.
They're little humans. I shot a thing for a friend recently, and we were by like a daycare, and we were just looking. This sounds awful. We weren't just looking at kids, but we were seeing kids like in the area.
Yeah.
And it's like a trip because it's like I remember being that, you know?
Yeah. I was just going to say, I kind of like fancy myself someone who really vividly remembers what it's like to be a kid.
Same.
And how, yeah, you're in your, like, I was in the same head that I'm in now.
Yes.
I
don't feel like I've grown up, to be honest. Like
Yeah.
too much. Like I've just matured, but I'm still the same.
Yeah.
In here,
You've
it's
always
like,
been the same person.
Yeah.
And
I've just become more of myself.
Yeah. And also, I mean, a big part of maturing for me was realizing that it's silly to try to like act old.
Yes. Yeah.
Like I feel like when I was like 18, I was really trying to act like a grown up, and for some reason my conception of that was like,
you guys are so immature.
Smoking pot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then that was a proper part of maturing, was being like, actually, I can just be the person I am, who happens to be also who I was when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why children's TV. I want to write.
Yeah,
I want to write TV that takes kids seriously. That treats kids like the people that they are. I want to write The Sopranos for children.
What's the bada bing of the children's Sopranos?
Normal bada bing? No. What is the bada bing of the children's Sopranos? Maybe like
Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, I was gonna say like a trampoline park.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like Sky Zone. I don't know if that's what you called it. I think it's called like Get Air Indoor Trampoline Park here. It's a trampoline park. I'm gonna write a kids show set in a trampoline park.
Only in the trampoline park.
Yeah.
That'd be a good sitcom actually, but like the adults, not the.
Yeah, and that would be cool. Like I need to like make a presentation for this show that's so baller that a network agrees to buying a trampoline park just for the show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I wanted to briefly motion towards, because you mentioned show, and this kind of circles back around to what you were saying about the, I don't want to say unhygienic, but not prototypically feminine character that you play in Suburban.
Yeah. Well, I was actually wondering if, I don't know if that's what you had in mind when you wrote it, if you were thinking of a girl who's not that girly and who's got... Actually, for the first day of shooting, I shaved my whole body to be like, I think this is the character that I'm supposed to be. And
how did it feel in the character, also being hairless?
I don't know. I don't know how conscious I was of my hairlessness, but probably just as conscious as I am of my hairiness, which is not that much, because how much am I really touching my legs or armpits? But yeah, and then I think for further days, I hope that's not a continuity error for like in the date scene, I have no armpit hair, and then when I'm running through the parking lot, suddenly I have armpit hair. Yeah, I mean, I think also because it was like a love interest character, I had some insecurity about like, I'm like, a big hairy girl, and well, I guess I wasn't hairy for the role, but like I'm an unhygienic girl, like I can't be the typical love interest. And then I just kind of got into it and remembered that I'm a love interest all the time to everyone. So
yeah. You asked me if it was like the intention. Like, kind of. Like it was a part of it where it was clear that like it's not a prototypically. Everyone in the show is not. No one is neurotypical. All right?
Yeah.
That should be pretty clear. No one in the show is neurotypical. But also at the same time, I think for your character, Like it was actually Sophie Dom who informed a lot of that character.
Yeah, I was just
Um,
hanging out with her today. I love her.
Yeah, she like we came up with a story for that together,
Uh-huh.
and she informed some of the like Gabby character specifically,
Uh-huh.
where like that a little bit of that kind of bled through more
Uh-huh.
overtly, and then you kind of brought it to life. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think when I saw you, I was like, it made sense to me in
Mm.
my head.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, and even though like I had read the script before, so I kind of had a vision of Gabby in my head, but like I think you did that really well.
Thank you.
I agree. Like you truly brought it to life, like of what I imagined. You know?
Oh, thanks, guys.
Yeah, yeah. Um, why are you smiling at me, Sood?
I'm smiling at her, bro.
Oh, well,
Not
don't
everything's
look at
about
me.
you.
What? What'd you say?
Not everything's about you.
Incorrect. Can we sit in that moment?
I was doing it anyways.
Are you done?
Moment of silence for
For me.
everything not being about Ross.
No, no, no. For everything being about me.
Oh, moment
For
of silence
everything not being about you.
Ross.
No, no, for everything being about me. Thank you. Anyway.
Anyway,
Give me a cane and a top hat today.
Do you guys ever play games on this show? You know how
I
sometimes
was
podcast
just gonna
hosts
say,
play
I think
games?
we should play a game.
Mhm.
Have you ever done that before?
We've been doing it now.
Yeah.
In the big 2026.
I want to be the first person to play a game
In
on
this
your
political
podcast.
climate, we're playing games.
Yes.
Yeah,
But carefully.
I want to play a game.
Okay. I have a game for you.
Cool.
It's called Two Truths and a Laugh.
Okay.
Mm.
So,
Are you coming up with this on the spot?
yes.
Great.
I've been thinking about this the entire time we've been filming.
Amazing.
Originally, it was going to be 2 jokes and a lie, but I think 2 truths and a laugh works better.
Okay.
So you have to tell us 3 things.
Uh-huh.
2 of them are going to be true, and
Uh-huh.
1 of them is a joke, and we have to find out which one is a joke.
Okay. Fuck. I feel like I spoiled something earlier.
Let's see if Ross
Okay.
remembers.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do them all based on like bits that I perform.
Perfect.
My first thing is that I perform this bit about the UK's a bill that was proposed in the UK to ban choking in porn. The punchline of which being, I want to ban porn in choking because how come every time I got to watch a video of somebody choking the shit out of somebody else, they have to be having sex during it? Ew. I did that bit, and my dad filmed it and sent it to my family group chat with my 85-year-old grandmother. That's my first thing. My second thing is that I used to ask my Tinder matches to play online Scrabble against me. And then very often I would ghost them afterwards because I didn't actually want to go out with any of them. I just wanted people to play Scrabble against because playing against the computer is just not the same as having someone real on the other.
Also, it's always good to know that people know words,
Yeah.
especially men.
Yeah. I mean, that is a good point. But I feel like going into it, I would know whether they had a shot or not. And sometimes if I was like, yeah, this is never happening, I would still be like, I'm going to send you a Scrabble link. That's kind of mean. Is that mean? I'm just,
No.
as I talk about it now, I think it's fine.
You're just a nice Jewish girl. Like,
Yeah, I'm
it's
hoping
fine.
that some people found a love for Scrabble through it.
Doing God's work.
My third thing is that I once had sex in a Cybertruck. Yeah,
For your sake, I hope that's not true.
it was a beautiful thing.
Mm-hmm.
Taking a man's virginity. You have to guess?
Yeah, who's guessing?
Yeah, you're guessing. Who else?
I've heard all of these jokes before.
Uh-huh.
I've heard them all.
Mm-hmm.
So which one
Wait,
do
let
you
me-
think?
Let me think on this. I've heard these all before. I think I know the Scrabble one is true.
Do you?
Yes. Like I know that you've done that to at least one person.
Oh.
At least one person.
Is it someone you know?
No.
Oh.
No, but I just have a feeling just because of the way you describe it.
Okay.
You have to have had done that to one person. And I think the first story is true because you included the part about your grandmother, which I hadn't heard before.
I see.
I think the Cybertruck one is not true. That's my final answer. I think that's the laugh. I think that one's just the joke. I think that's the laugh.
The Cybertruck one is true. No, I'm
What?
kidding. The Cybertruck one's not true. I have not. That is a lie. It was the first joke I ever came up with while watching someone else do stand-up comedy because I was watching a show and a bunch of people did Cybertruck jokes. And I was like, okay, Cybertruck jokes are cool. Cybertruck jokes are hot and in. How do I should write my own Cybertruck joke. And that's what I thought of. I was like, yeah. I was like, what's the funny thing to pair with the Cybertruck? Sex. And I was like, if you had sex in a Cybertruck, you'd be taking someone's virginity. And
No, you know how you know that's a joke? Because nobody has sex with anyone who owns a Cybertruck.
exactly.
Yeah.
But also people have asked me, did you actually have sex in a Cybertruck? And I have to be like, no, guys, no, I promise, no. And then for a while, because I was insecure, afterwards I would go like, guys, that was a bit. I would never do that. But that's not something to do on stage. I had to learn the hard way that if doing a funny joke, if the consequence of doing a funny joke is that people think that you actually had sex in a Cybertruck, that's the consequence. I can live with it.
And I think that's a good place to leave it.
Yeah,
If we can come to a consensus.
I can come to a consensus.
I can snap my fingers, we'll all turn to dust,
Okay.
and we can end the show.
Thank you very much for having me. I had so much fun.
Sue, do you have something to say?
Nope.
All right.
I was just gonna say I.
Aye. All in
Aye.
favor?
I.
Me. Ready? I'm snapping my fingers.
Yeah.
We're all going to turn into dust.
Can't wait.